Hello everyone, welcome back to another vlog, I guess these are, I don't know. I think right now I'm calling them random ramblings, uh, or if you saw the last one, random ranting. Uh, I always plan on doing something called rants and ramblings, so I guess this is the first in that series, if you want to call it that. Mostly just if I want to ramble about something for a while in front of the camera, not necessarily a vlog of like my day, even though these kind of have been. But just if I want to get on here and just ramble endlessly about something that's on my mind, uh, that would be ramblings. If I'm irritated by something and want to like vent about it, it'll be a rant. So rants and ramblings is always something that's kind of been in the works. It's just I've never been in a point where I can comfortably do it. Basically, it would be to weigh in on social situations like um, what's an example? Like that dress thing that was going around a few months ago, maybe a year ago now, where the photo it looked like it was white and gold, but it was actually blue and black and all that. Uh, you know, just like everyone else, I was going to give my feedback on it, what I thought about the whole situation. That would basically be like a rambling, kind of like this is now. Just never got around to it. I got like this list of things like, oh, I can do a rant on that. I can do a ramble on that. And not that I script out the rants or anything. It's just like this is something I want to talk about, and if it makes me angry, I'll probably eventually turn into a rant, even though it starts as a rambling, just like now. So I have this list of all this stuff that I originally planned on doing rants and ramblings about, but they're all kind of dated now. So to go back and try and do them now, it'd be like, why is he just now talking about this? That thing was from like 2 years ago. So yeah, you probably won't see many of those, but that is another one of the future projects once I get back on my own, get established, and can actually start doing videos properly again. That's another thing I plan on doing. So for now, random ramblings and random rants are just going to be kind of vlog style, just like this, just me sitting around talking. So what have I been up to for the last? It's been about a week since I recorded the last one, even though you're probably seeing these back to back. I recorded the last one. It's just kind of been sitting in the camera because I haven't really had a chance to sit down and edit it because I've been running in circles basically. So my dad's still not quite better. He probably never will be. It's you know 60 years of smoking will do that to you. But that's beside the point. So he was getting better for a couple days, and then he kind of went back to where he was before. Um, he says the antibiotics that they gave him aren't working, but the doctor flat out told him in the hospital, the antibiotics are going to take a long time to start working. It's like an 18-month treatment that they're giving him. It's not going to work overnight or within a week or so. He was starting to see improvement in the first week. Now he's kind of back to where he was. So he doesn't want to take the antibiotics anymore because he says they're not doing anything for him, which even the doctor told me you got to give it time. You can't be so impatient about everything. So he's kind of been in a mood. He's at a doctor's appointment right now. I actually got to stay home today. I'm dog sitting again. For some reason, he doesn't want me going to the hospital with him. I was going to take him up there today and give his girlfriend a break from running him around because she gets exhausted because he keeps her up all night, which is kind of stupid as well, but I'll get into that in a minute. So I was going to take him up there, and then he decided last minute that she needed to be the one that went because something about photos or something or video that she took with her phone. So since it's on her phone, he has to go or she has to go with him. Because God forbid I'm not technologically sound enough to where I can transfer a video from her phone to my phone, even though I just spent all night last night moving all her photos from her phone onto her computer to clear up space on her phone. Yeah. I mean, I'm the technological one. I'm the one who has to explain computers to these two, and oh no, there's no way you can do that. Yeah, whatever. He just doesn't want me to go. I don't know why. It drives me insane. Like I said in the last one, maybe I think I said in the last one, maybe it's just something about, your kid seeing you in a vulnerable position or something, but, I mean, I'm living with him right now, so I'm going to see it anyway. Yeah. So, she's better, I guess, compared to what I was ranting about in the last one. She still has her medical issues, which cause her bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, whatever the hell it is. So she still has her moments. Like last night, she started complaining how basically he'll wake up in the middle of the night and he'll start hollering for her to get up and help him with something. And then instead of helping him with it and then going back to sleep, she stays up all night. And then she complains that she's not getting any sleep because she's been up with him all night. And we've gotten to the point where, I don't know if you can see here, we've moved her bed here into the living room so that she's closer to him, so once she's done helping him, she could lay back down. She still doesn't. So the last few nights, she's been taking sleeping pill, or well, one of her medications is basically a sleeping pill. It's supposed to help her sleep. And he'd be hollering like 7, 8 times for her, and she's not waking up. So I eventually hear him. I wake up. I come out. I say, "What do you need?" And instead of telling me what he needs and letting me get him water or pointing the fan at him or whatever he needs, he says, "Get her up." So I get her up, finally, and then last night or yesterday afternoon, I guess, she's complaining at me that you need to start helping me more. I can't do all this. I'm exhausted. Blah 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 blah. You can get up with him at night because you're a night owl anyway. I'm like, look, I hear him calling you. I get up. I ask him what he needs. I don't just stand there staring at him blankly. I say, what's going on? What do you need? He tells me, get you up. What am I supposed to do? If he won't tell me what he needs, I have no choice but to get you up. I've gone up 3 nights in a row with him. That's all he'll say to me until she gets out of bed. And at that point, I just go back to bed because obviously he doesn't want my help. So I told her that, and she kind of came down from her high horse, whatever you want to say. But that's the way she is. She thinks that she's the only one doing anything. And I'm like, your bed's right there. The other night I got up and he actually asked me to turn the fan on or something. Then he laid back and he went back to sleep because he sleeps out here on the couch, or in his recliner, I should say. So once he went back to sleep, I went back in my room, went to sleep. An hour later, she's up walking around of her own accord. He didn't wake up. He didn't call for her. She just woke up. And then her walking around the house is actually what woke him up. So then she stayed up with him the rest of the day, and it's like, it's your own fault. Last night, he actually fell asleep for the first time in God knows how long. He actually slept for about 4 hours last night, which was amazing. But instead of her going to bed, she went to bed around 8:30 or 9 o'clock right after she finished watching her show. She woke up at 11 because she didn't take her medication that helps her sleep. So then he's actually sleeping. She's still up running around all night. But of course that's my fault that she's tired now and she has to take him up there to the hospital, and she's tired and doesn't want to make the drive, and she's not getting any sleep because no one's helping her. It's like, he slept for 4 hours last night. Why weren't you sleeping? So anyway, that's where I'm at with that situation. I don't want to bore you guys with all the details, even though it's a vlog. This is what it's about, right? What else have I been up to? Still dealing with unemployment, dealing with trying to fix my student loan. Okay, so unemployment. Not sure what's going on there. I have a phone interview scheduled with them on the 8th. I don't know when you guys will see this. But once I finish the phone interview, they'll make the final decision of whether or not I can claim unemployment until I'm back to work, or if I just have no income now. I was applying for food assistance as well. I hate to do it, but most of my savings I end up spending on food, and I'm like, well, if I can get assistance with food, that allows me to keep money in the bank, which means I can keep paying my bills and not be short some month, and then all of a sudden I lose all my stuff because I can't make my storage payment. So they said, well, in order to give you food assistance, we need your work to fill out a loss of income report. Okay, so I contact my work. I said, can you fill this out? They said, yeah. I send it to them because for some reason the office sent it to me. And then they contact me today on the day that it's due back. They're like, we can't fill this out without your authorization. I'm like, you have my authorization. No, we need it in writing. Okay, I'm the one who called you and asked if I could send this to you. You said yes and told me where to send it. I'm the one who sent it. You have it in my voice and my email. that I'm authorizing you to give this. They said, well, can you come into the office and fill out a form so we have it on file? I'm like, I'm in a different state now. How the hell what am I supposed to do? Jump on a plane, fly there, fill out your form, and then fly back? And get all this done within 24 hours? So I'm probably not going to get food assistance, so there goes that. And then my student loans called the other day, and they said that now that I'm out of work, I qualify for loan rehabilitation. And I'm like, okay, well, what do I got to do for that? Well, you have to make a minimum monthly payment for the next 9 months. I don't have income, people. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last vlog, but if I did, sorry, I'm repeating myself. But I don't have income. How do I make a payment? They said, well, because of your unemployment, your payment would be as low as like $5 to $7 a month. She said, so over the course of a year, it would cost you 45 to 60 bucks. Even if you go back to work, you're locked in at this rate as soon as you start making the payment. So, you could take care of it, and then you'll be back in good graces with all that stuff. Okay, fine. Send me the form. I'll fill it out, send it back to you. Okay, is this your correct address? No, I'm not at that address. Here's my new address. She calls me yesterday because she said she'd follow up with me in a week. So she calls back, and I'm like, well, I never received the form. I was going to call you back today, basically, because it'd be Friday. It's like if I hadn't received it by Friday, I was going to call you and let you know I hadn't received it. She called me on Thursday. And she goes, well, let me just verify that we sent to the right address. Is your address blah, blah, blah? And she gave me my old address. I'm like, no, as I discussed with you on the phone, I'm no longer at that address. I'm in Florida, which is the office you're calling from. She's in the Florida location because my phone has a Florida's area code. Almost a zip code. So she goes, well, that's weird. It didn't save into our computer. She goes, can you give me the new address again? So I gave it to her again. She goes, yeah, I remember that. She goes, I remember talking to you and you giving me that address because I had to have you spell the street name like 3 times. I said, yeah. She goes, well, for some reason it didn't save in the computer, so apparently it went to your old address. So now they're going to mail out a new one. So I got to wait another week here for that, which is good because I got to be here on the 8th anyway for my phone interview with unemployment. Is my hair turning grayer by the second? I mean, you guys can see all the gray in my hair, right? The sun's beating through the window. Am I just like completely white-headed right now? I mean, first world problems, right? But it's still stressful. Yeah, so anyway, that's been my week. Hopefully I can get all this sorted out. Once I find out what's going on with unemployment on the 8th, I'm probably going to go down and visit my mom for a week. Just get the hell out of here. They were saying something about me leaving the other day, but then everything kind of rolled around to where I had to be here another week. So I think they kind of want a break from me. I want a break from them. Let them get back to their routine. I think my dad kind of feels I'm interfering with the way he's got things set up. I don't know what his deal with her is. I don't know if he just wants someone that he can control, and like he knows that I'll go back to bed after I help him with something where he can kind of get her to stay up, and like I don't know if I don't want to say tormenting her, but it seems like he's trying to push her boundaries and see how far before she snaps and just says fuck you and leaves. The thing is, she doesn't really have any place to go if she did leave, so I think that's part of the problem. Or maybe that's why he's doing it, just because he knows she doesn't have any place to go. I mean, that's the kind of person my father is, unfortunately. He thinks it's funny to screw with people and get in their heads and stuff, and he doesn't realize his life would be a lot easier if he just didn't do that shit. Anyway, so that's the update for today. I don't know how long this is. I'll show you guys the work I've done on the car eventually. Yeah, it hasn't been a lot of work done on the car. It's been kind of hot this past week, plus I've been trying to take care of all this other stuff, so I think I've worked on it a total of 1 or 2 days, and maybe like going 2-3 hours a day at that. So it's a slow process. If I showed you what's been done on it, you'd probably be like, wow, you've done like one thing since the last time you showed us. Yeah, pretty much. Actually, I've done more to it. It's just not visible stuff. Mostly like tightening down bolts and organizing things and refitting pieces and yeah, I don't know. So once I get a little bit more work done on the car, I'll show it to you guys. May next update, I'll show you what's come along on it. We just got some screws that we ordered for it in the mail yesterday. We're waiting on the rest of the clips to get here. Hopefully today or Monday or Today's Friday, so maybe Friday or Saturday they'll come. If not Monday. Then I can get all that stuff done. Then it'll actually look like I've made some progress on the car. Yeah, so I'll show it to you guys then. So stay tuned. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap this up. This is getting kind of long. This is just me rambling because it's random ramblings, right? So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Just wanted to give you guys an update, let you know what's going on, where I'm at. Sorry this one's so long. I know I've been keeping them kind of short, like 5-6 minutes, but yeah, just a lot going on. So that's my life. Welcome to it. So until next time, again, thanks for watching. Remember, like, comment, rate, subscribe. Share the video if you think someone would be interested in hearing me ramble for 15 minutes. I don't know who would, but yeah. Twitter and links and Facebook and stuff down there in the description. I think there's an Instagram down there, or they're up in one of these corners. This one, maybe away from the camera. Is that what it is, or towards the camera? I don't know. One of the upper corners, if you're watching me on YouTube, has all the little links, things in the banner. You can click those. Otherwise, that's it for this video. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.